On January 26, 2022, it was announced that sports fan engagement platform IQONIQ from Monaco collapsed. This has left thousands of supporters in possession of IQQ fan tokens worth pretty much nothing. IQONIQ was a brand that partnered McLaren, Alfa Romeo, and Williams Racing. Nevertheless, even with tons of big names all across the world of sports under their belt, their token has done nothing but fall ever since it launched to the market. With fans worldwide losing big amounts of money and funding pulling out, this seemingly obscure platform promised much more than it ended up giving. I first became aware of IQONIQ through the McLaren team partnership in late July 2020 and didn't pay much attention, but with the announcement of its fall, I began to do some digging. Surprisingly, there's little info on them. No Wikipedia, no articles or threads, many links reporting red flags were down, but what I found was pretty much all I needed. Originally, the platform was intended for fans of all sports to interact in a deeper and closer way with their favorite teams and sportsmen alike. In essence, that is great, but F1 teams and big companies do not run on generosity nor happiness. Investors expect payback and teams expect sponsorship money. That's where the crypto token came in. Financing all of this was meant to be through crypto. Tokens could be bought on presale before the app even came out and could be used to buy pretty much anything on the free tier of memberships. The free tier lists all these perks, and as you can see, it has a lot of e-commerce involved in it, and all saying IQONIQ. Those items could all be bought using IQQ tokens, which is just another crypto coin, with the idea that the sports world was going to be centralized in this app through this portal and that transactions across many sports would be managed with IQQ. Before the app went public, there was a pre-sale for those interested. A run of 250 million tokens worth around 40 million euros was generated. An ecosystem of referral-only purchases, red flag, and a holding contract for 2 months to prevent pump and dumps was put in place. For those unfamiliar with the terminology, a pump and dump is when a coin is hyped a lot, promoted to inflate its price, and as soon as the number increases and the profits soar, the coins are immediately sold, leaving its price deflated and worthless. The crypto market is very susceptible to supply and demand, with coin value fluctuating accordingly. Speculation is always the main factor here. People hold if they think that the coin's value will be going up, and they sell if they don't see a future in it. If you had between 1,000 and 10,000 IQQ, worth from 250 to 2,500 euros, your perks included discounts in memberships and chances to win things like jerseys. That was tier 1, and it went up to tier 4. Tier 4 was reachable if you had more than 50,000 IQQ tokens, which was over 12,500 euros, and included chances to win a Monaco Grand Prix ticket and free premium membership access, valued at 7 euros a month. How generous. Just to be clear, none of those giveaways ever took place. It was expected for the token to hit the market with a starting price of 20 to 25 euro cents, and the market cap to be 625 million euros. When the token was first released to the public, IQQ was set at a price of 18 euro cents, but shortly after, things couldn't have been worse. After an initial rise to 20 cents, investors started selling all their tokens, causing the coin to crash massively, and with holders still not allowed to sell, huge losses were experienced. From the moment when the coin came out to the end of the 2-month window, it fell from 18 to 6 cents. That's a 3 times loss for any pre-sale investors. If you invested early expecting the coin to grow, you most likely spent around 14 cents per IQQ, which was the average pre-sale price. Say you bought 10,000 tokens worth 1,400 euros. By the time you were able to sell, the most you could get was just over 450 euros. This was clearly a pump and dump. Shortly after this, an AMA was organized by IQONIQ CEO, where no real answers were given. With what we are going to do is to have more marketing and promotion of the IQQ tokens and introduce our project more and better in the blockchain and crypto sector. We have a solid plan for this and we'll start the moment we have finalized our funding round. said funding round was never finalized. It was very hard to find information on this topic, seeing as many articles criticizing the company seemed to be down, the sites completely wiped. Reddit user and investor 10 Matt was eager to show his support for the coin right before the app came out, but soon after things went south, citing, "Due to recent events, I do not recommend supporting this project. Do your due diligence. This may well be a rug pull or a scam. There are serious concerns regarding IQONIQ's financial status. Sponsor teams are reported to be bailing. Even more concerning, Telegram mods are banning users left and right for discussing these events, even when done in completely respectful and civil terms." There was a big drop in September as the fans were trying to cut their losses. The project is pretty much dead now, with the coin hovering around less than 1 cent, and the company collapsed earlier this month. The teams were never paid, the fans were scammed, and only the original investors made money. This scheme was just one of many pump and dumps in the crypto world, but its reach was gigantic. With the likes of La Liga and the Barça, Real Madrid and Bayern Munich basketball teams, now everyone but the investors were left empty-handed. With unpaid sponsorships, all IQONIQ logos were removed from the partners of the 3 F1 teams. This may just be the most notorious crypto rug pull in Formula 1 history. Did you enjoy this video? If you want me to talk about more crypto scams in F1, let me know by hitting the like and leaving a comment. If we get to 250 likes, I will start working on another case. As always, thank you all so much for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.